Hello everybody, welcome to Wigan, to Tom's Tips. I've got another request to have a look at my toolbox again. Well, there's nothing changing that toolbox much, so I can't see any point in doing that. But what I will do, let's have a look in these here. These are where I throw the renewed tools. When you get a new tool, you see a new tool, you're walking past a market store, you go, oh, that will do. So you put them in your van, and they might stop there, they might not. You might use them, throw something else in here, because there's no point in like packing your van out with tools and that you're not going to use. So a lot of them ends up in here or in here, and you never know, they might come in handy again. So don't throw them away for a while. I keep them for a few months at least, or years perhaps, or probably forever. Some of them will never get moved. So we'll have a look, what's in here and what's in here. Right, so we'll start with this one. We've got a saw, we've got plenty of saws, so we've got all these 2 or 3 at van. There's a rubber hammer. I think I use that for when I go camping and fishing, for knocking stakes from the floor. There's always 2 or 3 of these knocking about, because they don't last long. You probably go through 2 or 3 of these a year. What happens, they either break or the there's a bit of I don't know what it is. It's like a baffle thing inside there, and it often gets broke. It won't work properly. Sometimes the injection here gets blocked, and they're very hard to unblock when they're blocked. Little mole grips, various spanners. These are pottery pliers. Sometimes I do ducting, not very often, but it does come from time to time. We get a bit of duction in factories and shops and that. That's a pressure relief valve for boilers. Or a bent pliers. Lead snip. Screwdrivers. That's a guide of circular saw. A up chuck, that's off an SDS drill, or 1 or 2 of them. I don't know what that is. Looks like a punch, a leather punch. I don't know what that's doing in there. Panel pin hammer, pair of sillies. They're quite handy to have, time to time. Drills. There's something that's quite handy. When you're bleeding rads, sometimes if you go in an old house, they will paint and everything in the one that you're trying to get to, and it's very awkward. That one you can really push on it and get a good purchase. So that's always handy to have. File, when you're filing, the whole world files with you. Spur drift. Oh, lots of odd spanners and that you use. Probably sometimes you're using a particular bath, and that spanner's a good spanner, and when you stop using them baths it's no good, so you put it away. Stanley knives, I've quite a few of them because they're always handy. It's like with these grips, sometimes you go and buy a pair of grips, they cost a few quid, might be 3 quid, might be 10 quid, and you either like them or you don't. Them, I don't remember ever liking them. That's why they're in the box. These little cutters too. You buy them for a couple of quid, and if you leave them for any length of time they seize up. They don't work. So we're going to have a tidy up. This, another cheap cutters. You pay a couple of quid for them, and they're okay for a small amount of time. And then you can replace the wheel, but I just buy a new cutter. Wire strippers. More pliers, more cutters. I think that's off our wheel grinder. Flux brush. Another pair of little mole grips. There's a better pair of cutters. These are monument cutters. There goes. The wheel's knackered on that one. So I will buy a wheel for that, because they're good cutters. Screwdriver ends for the drill, and a rasp which doesn't get much use. I'm not a rash user. Self cutting them for me. That's about empty that thing now. Okay, well in this bag we have yet another Rothenberg torch, pair of plastic pipe cutters, more pliers. Here is a tap spanner, base wrench. I don't know whether you know this or not, but these are adjustable. What you do, you put them on the floor like that, hit them with an hammer, and you can just bend that in a bit, but what happens, more often than not, is they're very brittle and they snap, and then they're useless. I don't know why it's not been thrown away, that one. There's a large adjustable. It's quite a good one, that, but because it's been thrown in there and it's seized up, that's repairable. I think them's had the day. Those were good ones. I like those for a long time. You can tell by the handles that they've been well worn and been taped up. But finally, they died. Junior XL, 2 of them. There's a tool that I used to put inhibitor through a radiator. A good screwdriver is essential. A good flat screwdriver, something that you can get hold of and give it a good turn. Oh, they always have a good screwdriver. Here's another Rothenberg torch. More pliers, cutters, even more cutters. There's another good one with a good reel on. Right, that's a good find, that. Put it in the van. There's a flat screwdriver that I've been hammering with and I've snapped it. Really, that was thrown away. Another Stanley knife. These are good tapes. £1 them at the pound shop. Broad blade on them. 5 metres for £1. You just can't go wrong with that. Here's something that you need all the time. A cloth. And toweling cloths are the best cloths, because when you get the water on the floor, which all plumbers do, you can mop it up with that. There's nothing worse than puddles of water on the floor when you're working. It looks bad, and you tread it in and out, and always have a cloth on there. Or a mop, depends how. There's another good pair of cutters. I don't know whether you know or not, I'll tell you. When you buy these cutters, these monument cutters, there's always a spare wheel in the screw. I don't know what it's called, that. Anyway, there's always a spare wheel inside there. That one's gone, it's been used. But for many years, I didn't know about that, and when I used to throw away, there's loads all over sites everywhere with the wheel still in the handle. There's a chalk mark thing. Oh, it's nice Loctite. Pipe sealing cord. Yeah. Right, that's about it. There's nothing in there now, only spanners and oh, there's a washers. Fibre washers. Various sizes. Quite handy. You're always looking for a fibre washer. Right, I can put that back again. I could reinstate this into the van, because this tool bag is actually better than the tool bag I'm using at the moment, so I might swap that about a bit. So I've got a pocket in it. Screws in. Stanley blades, that's something else that's going to come in handy. Stanley blades. And they're in good condition. Usually I buy them and put them somewhere, and they rust away before I know them. I put them somewhere safe. So it's good to look through your old bags and find bits and pieces that you'd probably go and buy if you didn't know you had them. Read them.